A few years ago, I released an album called The Prick and the Pedal. We did a crowdfund for it. I made a video called Cooking with Conor to explain what we were raising money for. Well, things have changed since before the plague times. Now you need to also crowdfund for vinyl releases, as merch is the only way to earn money off your records. And you also need to pay media outlets so you can get in said media and on playlists. That's right, we're gonna do another crowdfund. You see, nowadays, you don't just mix and master and get a little promo by emails. Now, you have to have a little extra on top. It's like going to the cinema. You need that little extra. A little bit of popcorn, perhaps? That's right, we're going to do a popcorn analogy.
Which way we go?
So, Mr. Whiskers, I believe that you are in the music industry yourself. Is there anything you'd like to add? You'd like to add to the whole, the changing? No, you wouldn't. So watch the end of this video and you'll never make subpar popcorn ever again. I promise you that. That's what we need, popcorn. Greasy goods, perhaps? Greasing the wheel. That's what you do in the music biz nowadays. You need a little bit of that extra, a little bit of extra on top. That's right, because if you don't give them what they need, they're kind of like the mafia, and they'll destroy your entire business. That's right, you thought being a musician was bad nowadays because you have to give all your music away for free on Spotify and all these other streamers. Well, no, it's not just that. Now you also have to pay a little extra on top just for the privilege of earning no money. I'm not bitter. That's right. It's safe to say the music industry is dying. That's why there's a lot of too-la-la, that's what I call talking about nepotism, nepo babies, and the 1% taking over the arts.
So how do you do that? Again, a label, or you have someone paying your rent, like your parents. And it's not to directly shame those people, because I think if everyone was in that position, you would do that. But it means there's a massive, huge disparity between classes where only people with a certain amount of money can succeed.
And that the working class aren't really as represented anymore. Well, that's not really true. That's a misconception. Nepo babies are the 1%. So yes, it's all the same thing. But that doesn't mean that that's the only way it has to be. There is other ways that we can fund the music industry. Here's 5 ways we can get the 99% back into the arts. Number 1, quit all your streaming subscriptions. Number 2, get an MP3 player. Number 3, just download everything you want for free. Number 4, just find 10 artists that you love and support them on Patreon. And number 5, you can go to concerts and buy bands merch and vinyls directly from them. That's a great way to support them too. Basically, a return to patronage is the best way to go forward. You gotta go back to go forward. Go to a more traditional way of just supporting the artist directly, where we can stick it to the man via a Robin Hood approach, where just take all the downloaded music you need, take it all you want, and just support the artists that you love directly by patronage, by giving them a small amount per month, or by going to their concerts or buying vinyl directly. So that concludes Cooking with Conor for another album, and I haven't changed a bit. My hair hasn't gone grey, and I haven't developed some strange beard, but it's exactly as before, except we have an album that was made with the help of a crowdfund before, so why not polish off this one? So instead of setting up some kind of Kickstarter strange thing, I thought people could just buy a pre-order of the vinyl, or give a supporters ticket by buying it by a little bit extra to support the manufacturing and the promo costs, or hop on the Patreon for a few months. The album's set for release in April, so you could come on until April and then quietly leave. Or you could give a single donation. Any little amount will really help, so anything you can give. I know this is a bad time, I'm doing it at Christmas, but I gotta get this album ready in the next month. Oh, we're in trouble. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Much love, thank you very much for watching until this, and see you next Cooking with Conor. Now, a great way to cook popcorn is like this. Okay, popcorn. You're gonna need corn to pop, olive oil. Don't go anywhere near any other kind of oil, vegetable oil, nothing. Put it to medium high. So if it goes to 3, do 2.5. Now, if you want to come over here, you want to put your olive oil coating the entire floor of your pan. It's gonna coat everything. See the way it's touching the rims? That's exactly what you want. You're gonna take 4 kernels, not 5, 4. And you're gonna stick them in. These are gonna be your testers. Now you're gonna put the lid on. Okay, now all of your tester popcorns have popped. You're gonna take this out and you are going to remove them carefully with a fork. So, what you have now is your pan completely off the heat. You can just leave that heat on because you're gonna be bringing it back in a minute. So all you gotta do now is put these all the way in a bowl. Now, you have roughly about 30 seconds to do all this. So what you're gonna do is pour in 1 layer of popcorn. Don't crowd the pan. Whatever is not in 1 layer is probably not gonna pop. So what you're gonna do is just do 1 layer. Get them all in the oil, tap them down with a fork. Under crowd is way better than crowding the pan. This is all you need here. Alright, now that's roughly been about 30 seconds, a little bit more. They're all in the oil. There you go. That's 1 flat layer. That's perfect. Then all you do, stick that back on the heat, and hey presto, that's gonna be done to perfection. Alright, now you're near the end, and you're waiting for that little bit of silence, because if you leave it on too long, it'll burn. Okay, that's it. Take it off. And you're done. Perfect popcorn. Take that lid off straight away, or else it'll get all soggy and disgusting. There you go. Popcorn. Salt generously, and you're done.